Part 2. The Woman in the Photos. The room felt ice cold. Dad stood there shaking. "Your mother isn't Sarah." I stared at him. "What are you talking about?" Dad looked at the photographs, then sat down heavily, like he'd been carrying a secret for years. The woman in those photos was my first wife. My heart pounded. "First wife?" Dad nodded. "Sarah." He pointed to the smiling woman. "She disappeared 15 years ago." I felt sick. "What happened to her?" Dad swallowed hard. "I don't know." At that moment, a voice echoed from behind us. "He's lying." "Mum." She stood at the doorway. Her face was completely different. Cold. Emotionless. Dad immediately stepped in front of me. "Stay back." Mum smiled. A smile I'd never seen before. Then she looked at me. "Ethan, your father finally told you." "What happened to Sarah?" I asked. The smile vanished. For several seconds, she said nothing. Then, Sarah found out the truth. Dad closed his eyes, as if he already knew what was coming. "The truth about what?" Mom laughed softly. "The truth about this house." A loud thump came from beneath the floor, the same sound I'd heard every night. Dad grabbed my arm. "We have to leave." But Mom blocked the doorway. "You should show him." Dad looked horrified. "Don't." Mum pointed toward the concrete floor. There, I noticed a rusty metal ring, built into the ground, like a hidden hatch. Dad whispered, "No." Mom smiled. "He deserves to know." Slowly, Dad pulled the hatch open. The smell hit us instantly. Dust, mold, decay. Below was another staircase, older than the house itself. We descended. The walls were stone, the air freezing. At the bottom stood an ancient wooden door. Dad opened it. Inside was a small underground room, and in the center, a rocking chair, moving by itself, back and forth, back and forth. Nobody was sitting in it. But there was a photograph resting on the seat. A photo of Sarah, taken the day she disappeared. On the back were words written in black ink. "I know what you did." My blood froze. Then a voice echoed through the room. A woman's voice. David. Dad's real name. The voice came from everywhere. And nowhere. Mom looked terrified now. For the first time, the rocking chair suddenly stopped. The room became silent. Then the stone wall behind it cracked. A hidden compartment opened. Inside was a small metal box. Dad slowly lifted it. Inside were documents, newspapers, letters, and a confession, written by Sarah herself. Years ago, Dad read it aloud. Sarah had discovered that the house once belonged to a serial killer who hid victims beneath the basement. She became obsessed with the mystery. Months later, she vanished while investigating. Everyone suspected Dad, but there was never evidence. Then we found Sarah's final note. "If you're reading this, I followed the tunnel beneath the house. Something is down there. If I don't come back, don't let anyone stay here." Suddenly, the ground shook. The lights went out. A scream echoed through the tunnel. Mom grabbed my hand. Dad grabbed Lily. We ran upstairs. The entire basement trembled. Walls cracking. Dust falling everywhere. We escaped the house seconds before part of the basement collapsed. Police arrived the next morning. During the investigation, they discovered hidden tunnels beneath the property. Human remains. Old evidence. And clues connected to multiple disappearances dating back decades. But Sarah was never found. Months later, we moved away. Far away. And life finally felt normal again. Until one evening, a package arrived. No return address. Inside was a photograph, taken just days earlier. It showed our new house, our family standing outside, and in the upstairs window, a woman smiling. The same woman from the basement photos. Sarah. The end. Or is it?